Welcome to the Trial Podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, the People's host, Denny. How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
How have you bounced back after the weekend?
I have not. Oh, well, so we got back. So what was that? When did we get back? Tuesday? Tuesday morning, didn't we?
Yeah, Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a 4 a.m. wake up on Tuesday. Then I couldn't really, once I'm awake, I can't really go back to sleep. And then on the Wednesday, I'd work in the morning, so that's another 6 a.m. wake up.
Bruh.
So, yeah, still recovering.
On the weekend, we had a 3 a.m. wake up, a 4 a.m. wake up, a 6 a.m. wake up, and then you had another 6 a.m. wake up.
Yes.
So
Mate. I usually work afternoon shifts too, so that's like a 10 a.m. wake up. Struggling.
That's rubbish. And to top it off, the last game of the weekend, the Eels get beat by the Bulldogs. Explain to me, I don't think it's ever happened in a season where a team has beaten the two best teams in the comp away. They've beaten them at home, their home, and then they've gone out and lost to the two of the worst teams in the comp.
Yeah, well, yeah, mate. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't. There's nothing to say.
You have a little bit of theory though that teams just play their best footy against Para for some reason.
They literally do. Like you go back like when they played the Tigers and they lost to the Tigers. The Tigers sucked. Like they were literally the worst team in the comp, and then they play against Parramatta and like they're suddenly like, you know, not saying that they were amazing, but Para just doesn't play very well, and they seem to do a lot better than what they have been doing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know.
It's funny because they were going that bad. You actually declared that not a danger game. That's how bad.
I know. Well, I did that to the Tigers last time as well.
So every game, doesn't matter who they're playing, it's a danger game from now on.
100%.
Danger game.
100%.
They live on danger games. All right, we're going to get into a Q&A. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of the same questions, so that's going to be at the start. I know a lot of people want to know how the Broncos are going to go against the Storm. We'll crack onto that. We'll talk a little bit about the weekend as well, and we'll probably break down some of the international sides that has come out. There's some big news. We might start there, the Katoni Staggs and Daniel Tupou news.
Yep.
So all the talk going into Origin 1 was that they might opt to play for Tonga in Game 2.
Yeah.
So I found that a bit interesting. Then yesterday, it started with them being picked for Tonga. They got picked for Tonga. Katoni Staggs is going to play 6. Daniel Tupou on the wing. And then they've come out and said that they're not going to play for Tonga. They want to play for New South Wales.
Yeah.
Now, that's an interesting turn of events for me. What do you make of all this?
I was happy to see him named in the Tongan side. I was like, yeah, they would be picked for New South Wales.
Yeah.
Not that they were awful, but just I think that there's better players that could have been picked. But I mean, I'm really not too bothered about it.
I think you can build a little bit of a better side without them, and I don't think they were terrible in Game 1 either. Katoni Staggs limited opportunities and then got injured, and Daniel Tupou, he got through a lot of work coming out of his own end, but just doesn't have the speed of what a Josh Addo-Carr does, and I think he's playing very well. But this could lead us into, I'm going to throw an out there back line at you for Game 2. Now, you've already said they've really got nothing to lose. You think they should probably try and get Latrell back in, even though he hasn't played in 9 weeks. I've got a bit of an out there spine.
Okay.
Not spine, team. I bring in Api Coruscant, right? I drop Damien Cook. I bring in Api Coruscant.
You've lost me. You lost
Jack
me.
Whiten was probably their best player. Definitely their best player in Game 1. I don't think he's going to be able to play much better than that, and you still lost. So that's not the answer. I put him back to the 14. I put Crichton into the team in one centre. Put Matt Burton as the other centre. You've got pretty much the Panthers back line from the grand final last year. You got Cleary. You got Luai. You got Api Coruscant. You got Isaiah Yo. You want to play Panthers football. That's the way they want to play. That's how you get it done. Now, I will say this Matty Burton thing, I've thought about it. His greatest asset last year was pretty much his kick chase in the grand final. He's a bee's dick away from winning the Clive Churchill, pretty much based on his kick chase and kick pressure. That was a thing that was noticeably missing for New South Wales in Game 1. You put him on the left, you put Crichton on the right. They're all familiar. They've all played together. There we go. That's what I got.
No. I don't know. You got to keep Damien Cook in there. Yeah, he had a bad Game 1, but come on. He's one of the better.
I'm just thinking
comp.
I'm thinking for the Panthers combinations. I bring in Addo-Carr there.
Yeah, look,
If you want to get the best out of your best players, you want to get the best out of Isaiah, you want to get the best out of Cleary, you want to get the best out of Luai. That's who they play with every week, and they play really well with him. So, anyway, I could give a fuck anyway about New South Wales. How they get flogged. I'm just saying that's a little bit of an out there little thing, and you hate it.
Yeah, I mean, look at last year's team. Like, I think that they did fine last year. I think game 1 this year was just an off night. Nothing.
But they had 2 of the best players in the world in the centres that were in form, Latrell and Tommy. They done a lot of the damage last year.
They did.
They're both not going to be there.
Well, Latrell might be there.
I'd
pick him. I would.
I know you would. What do you think about the shout, Matty Burton in the centres?
I don't mind it. It gives you another kicking option as well. I don't mind that.
He could come into the 14 too.
Yeah, look, I'm not against Matty Burton coming in the side in either the centres or the 14.
Yeah.
But
I just think with Jackie Whiten, I don't know if you can get a better game in the centres than you got game 1. And it wasn't enough. He gave Gagai a bath. He was outstanding. Easily the best player on the field. Both sides of the ball, he attacked with his defence. It was really good to see. But you're not going to see too much better than that from him.
Yeah, well, maybe hear me out. Maybe drop Luai, put 1 into the 6, and then move whoever you feel like in the centres. Burton, Crichton.
All right. Well, you lost me on that. I don't think you dropped Luai.
Well, I mean,
Luai wasn't great, but I think you've got to look after your best players. And Cleary, Isaiah Yeo are the keys to this team. They just are. Teddy's going to get his. No matter who's playing where, Teddy's going to get his own. So don't worry about him. It's about Cleary and about Isaiah. You want to put them in the best situations that you can. And I think that's having the players at club level around them.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
We will.
Yeah.
All right. Start the Q&A.
All right. Starting off, we got a couple questions about the Broncos premiership threat. Sorry, Jake Wilson, Jamesy. Pretty much. What are our thoughts on them winning the comp?
I think they've got enough talent. I really like their middles, and we have for years. They got Payne Haas, Pat Carrigan. They're just going to get you in good positions often. They've finally got a player that can also help you out a little bit in Adam Reynolds, who was starting to see a little bit of cracks there with his wear and tear. You know what I mean? Every other week, he's going off injured or getting injured. They've got to find a way to keep him healthy, and I love the addition of Ezra Mam. I think he's killing it. He's just, I don't know, he's silky enough to ball play, but he's a great ball runner too, and he's got a lightning left foot step. So I do like it, but there's a lot of good teams in this competition. I think they can make a prelim though.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that the premiership hopes aren't that great, to be honest. Like, yeah, they're going to be up there, and I think they'll make the finals, but I don't think they'll make too much noise.
I think it's a Storm Panthers grand final.
Yeah, probably. Moody and Blake NQ. What are the Cowboys' premiership chances?
Yeah, it's same. I reckon they've got enough threats to make a prelim. I'd love them to see them win the comp. And you know what? It's every week you get a little bit more belief. They defend really well in the second half. They defend well as a team. They control the ball all right. So I like them a bit better than the Broncos. That might be a little bit of bias on my part. I reckon they're a little bit more well balanced than the Broncos. I don't like losing Lukey, and I don't know how Luciano is going to come into this team. I'm a little bit worried about that. But if they could get the best version of Luciano Leilua, that's only going to help them. But yeah, I really like their chances. And if we get a home semi and get our tails up, you never know. If we win that first semi, if we finish in top 4, win that first semi, we get a prelim at home. We get a prelim up Queensland Country Bank. So that would be best case scenario for the Cowboys.
Yeah. And with Lukey going down and maybe possibly Luciano Leilua coming in, I think defensively it might even affect you a little bit more because obviously he's not familiar with the defensive plays or
Yeah.
whatever by the Cowboys, and is he going to trust his inside man? What's he going to do? Like, you never know.
I don't think Todd will put up with him for too long if he isn't great defensively, because you can see Todd's very defensive minded, and the team is this year. So I think if he is a bit soft on an edge, I don't think he'll be there for too long, or maybe coming off the bench.
Yep. Malik and Ronan Hopes, do you think Addo-Carr should or deserves to be picked for Origin Game 2?
Okay, this is a really good question, and I'll tell you why. I think they've opted to play for Tonga because they've gotten the nod from Freddie that they'll be picked if they do. I think both of them will be there Game 2.
This is Addo-Carr. So
No. So Tupou and Stags have both opted to play for New South Wales.
yes.
I reckon they've got the nod from Freddie that they'll be there. That's why they've done it. That means Addo-Carr will not play.
No, do you think he should?
Yeah, I think he should. I put up on Twitter on the weekend after that game, I think he should be picked.
Yeah.
100%. I don't think he will be, though.
Yeah, no, man.
Because you're not going to drop Toll. There's no way. Toll's the safe one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're dropping Tupou to bring him in, and I think they've got the nod from Freddie that they'll be there.
Yeah, me too. Otherwise, why else would they say they don't want to play for Tonga? Like, they were picked for Tonga.
I got a feeling Freddie's going to pick pretty much the same side.
Yeah. As do I. Not good news. Riley Wilson, Sterling Speedy. Who is going to be the Dally M Player of the Year?
Maybe Pappy when he gets back. Maybe he goes because he's not playing in Origin either.
Yeah. Look, I think a good chance he's leading the leaderboards at the moment. Ben Hunt. I think he's been great.
Yeah.
Even in their losses, he's been polling. With Ryan Papenhuyzen, we saw last year after he got back from injury, he wasn't really the same.
Wasn't the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
maybe a similar kind of deal for him. But I mean, my best bet right now is Ben Hunt.
I'll tell you what, in that Dragons game, the Dragons were terrible. Ben Hunt was sensational.
Yeah.
We watched him closely because we're big fans of Ben Hunt, and we watched him closely, and we both thought, this guy, if he's not in everything, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to get his hands on the ball.
He's trying. Oh, he's trying.
Yeah.
What about when they went the short side and
Oh,
for a
Moses.
hit up on last tackle? And
Moses and Bai,
He's
yeah.
just sitting there going, like, get me out of this club, bro.
Yeah. Moses, that was I don't know what he was thinking. They were down by 12 points, and they decided to take
Just hit up.
hit up on last.
There's like a minute 30 to go in the half or something too.
Yes, it's bad.
Ridiculous.
You got to put it in the tick there. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Hayden Griffiths. When are you going to a Rabbitohs game again?
Hayden. That's a tough question, bruh.
Mate, we don't know.
Circle back to me.
Yep.
Circle back. Next.
Jimmy Jam. Would you rather have 09 Hayne or 21 Turbo?
I think tentatively, the next Rabbitohs game is that stadium opening for the Roosters Rabbitohs.
Is that this year or next year? That's this year.
No, this year. It's the last round. We're buying tickets for it next week. They go on sale 10 a.m. They will sell out 100%.
Okay, so we are going. So that's the game. Okay, Hayden, that's the game. Okay, 09 Hayne or 21 Turbo?
I actually saw this one and I thought about it. Turbo's run was probably a bit longer, but it's a results-based business, and Hayne got him to a grand final, so Hayne wins.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And
there.
Hayne's a piece of shit. Anyway, he's a piece of shit. But he got him to a grand final, so he wins.
Yeah. You don't have to be a good bloke to be a good footy player.
No, this is purely football-based ability. Other than that, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Jacob Davids. Maybe not a question. He's got an unpopular opinion. Reece Walsh is overrated.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, I disagree as well. He's great. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
Jake Wilson. Will Penrith go back to back?
I said no at the start of the year. I'll stick with that.
I said yes at the start of the year. I'm going to also stick with that.
Okay.
Is Latrell playing Origin Game 2?
I don't think so. I think it's too many weeks. I think it's 10 weeks, 10 weeks or something.
Yeah. I think he should, but yeah.
They've got nothing to lose. And he looks fit, but match fitness is a different thing.
Yeah, for sure. Rubes, what do you think the Cowboys should have called the NRLW team?
I don't mind them just being the Cowboys. I don't really see a problem with it.
It's 2022.
Well, they're called the Golden Stars at the moment if they want to go that way, but I would just it's more the brand than actually literally a cowboy. It's a brand.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't know. Maybe just, cowboys, cowgirls, either or.
You can't go to cowgirls.
You can go to cowgirls.
No, you can't. The cowboys. I've forever copped how'd the cowgirls do this weekend. It's the worst joke. It's the worst joke around NRL traps.
Just call them the cows. North Queensland cows.
I thought that too. Change the whole thing to the cows.
Yeah.
People call them the cows anyway.
Yeah, it's not a bad name, the cows. Yeah. And yet, get some actual cow mascots.
Oh,
like if you're gonna be the cows, get a cow mascot.
We're on mascot watch all weekend.
Yeah, like the cow has got a dog, and what else? Is it a cow? It might actually be a cow.
Remember.
I think it was a cow. Remember. It was a cow and a dog.
Anything but a cowboy.
Yeah, and there was no cowboys. There was a cowboy at the Broncos game, or a cowgirl.
There's a guy carrying around a bloody plate of pancakes at the Titans game.
Yeah, Titans. What was his name? Chef something or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, Macro Mike.
Also, if anyone's connected to the Titans, can you tell us if they get on a couple of drinks before the game?
Oh,
because there was one guy that was just.
I think he had like pretty broad shoulders, like the mascot.
The one that grabbed the flag.
Yeah, he literally grabbed the bunny's flag and started like wiping it in between his legs, and then sniffed it.
Sniffing it.
And it was like, whoa, bro, relax.
Right in front of us. It was unbelievable. They were definitely the most out there mascots. They had a sloth as well, I think.
Yeah, they had a sloth. Like, what's doing?
Plenty going on there.
Yeah.
Titans on top.
Yeah. M. Naden, will Roosters make top 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Brody Fishin, will Mick Potter coach the Bulldogs long term?
I mean, they've scored more points since he's been there than they did the whole rest of the year.
So you think they'll offer him the long term job?
I mean, why don't you? Unless you can get Flanagan. Flanagan's the big ticket item, right?
Yep.
You can't get Flanagan, which I think every team, there's now 3 coaches going. If you can't get Flanagan, just stick with Mick. Stick with Mick. Mate,
that should be his slogan.
Yeah, I'll get it going. I'm a little bit worried about Toddy Payton going to the Tigers. I'm just thinking, that's probably a job that he's wanted his whole life.
Yeah.
To coach the Tigers. He's a Tigers player. He loves the club. He coached the 20s, I think. I'm a little bit worried that if they get desperate, he might go there, and he's done good things at the Cowboys. So,
yeah,
hopefully not.
We'll see. Jimmy T, is the Matty Johns show, the best NRL show out right now?
No, it's too late. Yeah, do you watch it?
I used to, but now it's like I go to bed kind of early.
No,
getting old.
They have been telling the same jokes for 6 years, though.
I don't mind it. Like if I decide I want to stay up and keep on watching TV, yeah, I'll leave it on. But I won't really pay much attention to it.
Tell you what, most of the good NRL shows are online now. I don't think they're even on TV. I think the Hello Sport podcast might be the best NRL podcast going around.
They're good blokes. Funny.
They're hilarious,
yeah.
And it's not all NRL, but Fox League obviously come up with a formula for the Matty John show, and they've just hammered that into your skull for years.
Yeah.
The only good things they do are those little skits now, I reckon, like the little Fletch and Hindy skits that they do.
Yeah.
That Queenslander, fake Queenslander or whatever they did a couple of years ago where they found out Fletch was a Queenslander. That was hilarious.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Predictions for the internationals coming up.
Okay.
So what is it? It'd be Samoa versus Tonga.
No. They've got Tonga playing New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
They're the two best countries that are playing this weekend.
Yeah.
So Tonga play New Zealand. That's at Mount Smart.
Well, that'd be good.
I tell you what, they've screwed this. Firstly, let's just back up for a second. As if the New Zealand Warriors aren't playing the first game back in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Like, why would you waste the homecoming on this? That doesn't make sense to me. The poor guys have been slogging it out, and now everyone that's been craving rugby league, this will be the big event. We're going to go to this and dodge the bloody Tigers game. Anyway, New Zealand versus Tonga. I'm probably going to take New Zealand. Tonga seem
Yep.
a bit weak in the halves.
Yeah, no, me too. What is it? They had Katoni, but he's not playing anymore.
Amon.
Yeah, no, it's New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand will be winning.
Amon's the half. Samoa play the Cook Islands. I think Samoa will win that.
Yeah, Samoa. I think that's a Samoa win.
And PNG versus Fiji. I'll be taking PNG.
Yeah, me too. Go the Cools.
25th of June.
That's 9 days. What is that?
That's before
Friday, Saturday.
That's before we go to Watsy. That's before we go to fly to Perth.
25th is a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, but we fly to Perth that night, don't we? We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what time's the game of that?
That's what I was just thinking because it's at Campbelltown, but the second game's too late. If it was earlier.
Oh well, unlucky. Gabriella. Who's your favourite NRL player from the Panthers?
Probably Yo.
I'll go Fisher Harris.
Okay.
I like Fisher Harris. Buddy, thoughts on Tolutau Kula?
Yeah, gun. I'm keen to see him play fullback. He's playing fullback for Tonga.
Yeah.
I think that's his long-term position. So I think it'll be interesting to see how he plays there, and then because they need a second hope at that club with Tommy maybe injured 50% of every season for the rest of his life.
Yeah. No, I think he's showed a lot of promise so far. Bro Star, thoughts on Timmery Martin? Should his salary be more or less? Should be more, less, or stay and maybe be a Bronco till he retires?
He'll definitely stay at the Broncos. I think he's going to repay them their faith. As for Moore, he would have to be on Moore because he'd be on nothing at the moment.
Yeah, he'd be on Snickle Fritz.
Yeah, it'd be like a train and trial type thing. So
Yeah.
that'll get upgraded, I think. But I don't think he's going to be a person that will try and break the bank. You know, I think he understands that they gave him a shot.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think,
So-
yeah.
It'll be an upgrade. He'll get an upgrade.
Yeah, no, definitely. Do you think the Broncos got a proper chance at beating Melbourne on Friday night without Reynolds?
I think they'll be tough. I reckon they'll play some tough footy. They'll be up for it, but Melbourne are a different beast, man.
Yeah, no, I do not think they're going to be up for it. I think they're going to get done here badly. Mohul, when 4 players were injured for the Broncos, why couldn't we activate 18th man?
I'd have to see what the injuries are.
It was Herbie Farnworth ruptured his bicep. Payne Haas went off with a shoulder injury, I think.
No, it's already done. It's 3 HIAs or 1 act of foul play that forces a player off. That's it.
Okay, there you go. And then who else got injured for them?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
that's the rules. It's three HIAs, you can bring one on, or it's 1 act of foul play. So if someone head highs someone and that guy has to go off, then you can activate.
There you go. Nice. Let's see. Movin Sharma. How many points Broncos beating the Storm by?
That's Kangaroo.
Oh, hey, Kangaroo.
Legend. For you, the Broncos put 50 on them.
We'll see. No,
I'll jump in the chat straight after that game and the Broncos win. Just for him.
Riley Wilson, hardest working player this season.
Hardest working?
Hardest working.
I think Cotter's been really tireless at the Cowboys.
That was who my pick was. One of your boys, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cohen, what was the best game of footy you've ever gone to?
Gone to? That's an interesting one. Do you got one off the top of your head?
Yeah, Origin Game 1, Townsville, last year.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, mine's 2015 grand final, yeah.
Oh, of course.
I was thinking of just random games. I actually watched a good game at Gosford as well. It was the Cows play the Rabbitohs. And I think the Rabbitohs done them by 1 point. It was like 21-20, and it was really good. It was right back in the day. I think it was still Blue Tongue.
Was that the Roosters?
No, we went and watched the Roosters. The Cows got the Roosters that day.
Oh,
This
okay.
day, the Cows lost. And it was. I was young. Right back in the day.
You're a young pup.
Yeah.
If you were to play footy, what position would you play?
I did play footy, and I played Narves, and I'm probably 5'8".
So you want to go, like, if you were to go back right now?
I probably want to play lock.
You lock now.
No, I'd probably still want to play 5'8", but I did play a couple games at lock when I played up. It was good.
Yeah, nice. I actually was thinking about this yesterday because I was thinking about, maybe I should go back and play. I was thinking hooker or 5'8", for sure. Do you think
you'd have the motor for hooker?
I wouldn't. I'd come off. I'd say, bring me off the bench. Play me 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll go out. Do you reckon Turbo and Mitchell were a massive loss in Game 1 State of Origin?
Yeah, huge. I just said before, they were big parts of what they did well last year, obviously. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, for sure. Zach, what's your favourite moment this year?
Oh, you're going to hate it. It's probably us toweling up Para. That felt really good. That was one that, like, everyone was like, we're going to find out, like, the Eels are going to expose the Cowboys here. And I went into that feeling a little bit confident too, because they took it to Darwin, and I'm like, this is a real bad option for the Eels.
Yeah.
And then we just blew you away. We defended really well early too, so.
Yeah. Mine would have to probably be either beating Melbourne or beating Penrith. Para, that is.
You didn't even get to see the Melbourne one because we're at that wedding. We're at Matt's wedding.
Yeah, I know, but okay. So I'll go the one I've seen. I'll go Para, beating Penrith. Matthew Stringer, Doggy's back? Question mark.
No.
Yeah, no.
So, there's a guy at work that keeps telling me they're going to make the 8 now.
Oh, please.
I can't believe it. I said there's more chance of the Cowboys missing the 8.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And the Bulldogs making it. I think it's a step in the right direction. I said to Denny a couple of weeks ago that the Bulldogs typically, even though they've, I think, post round 13, they've been in last position the last 4 years. They've picked up majority of their wins in the back end of the year. So they typically play a little bit better footy going into the back end of the year, and I think we'll see that again this year. The challenge is taking that form from the back end of the year and taking it into next year. That's their challenge.
Yeah, for sure. Josh, thoughts on Broncos' chances of staying in top 4?
I think they can.
Yeah, I think it's possible. The chances, I'd say, it's like 50-50, I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, the ones around them, like the Eels, they're inconsistent as all. like who knows? They could win every game for the rest of the year, and it wouldn't even shock you. But they could also lose like their next 5. So
that would shock me.
Yeah, and then so the Sharks, they're a little bit inconsistent as well. And then you've got the Rabbitohs. A couple of weeks ago, people thought they might drop out, and the Roosters, they're up and down as well. So that's why I think they can stay there.
Yeah, no, they definitely can stay there.
Yeah,
just see. Brody, is the Eels' premiership run over?
No. I said they feel like a team that can beat anyone on their day, but can lose to anyone any other day.
Yeah.
And I think if they get into a position where they play a big side on a big day, they can still beat that side. Yep. They just got to get to that position. Yeah, so I think if they can finish 5th or 6th and get a home semi, I reckon there's still a chance in this competition.
Yeah, I don't think it's over just yet. Just give it a few more weeks.
I said to you on the weekend that I think they lose to the Storm in the grand final. I think they knock off Penrith, and then they lose to the Storm in the grand final.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about them losing the grand final. Adonis lifts. Is Kaufusi a protected species? If Jared Hargraves or Radley did the same, they would have gotten 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
You've seen
I've
what
seen
it?
it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
It's not an accident. It's the second time he's done it. He did it the first time against Parramatta. He knocked Ryan Madison out.
Yeah.
And then
I think you can see his elbow move.
100%. It's on purpose. It's 100% on purpose. I think he should have gotten. Yeah. He should have gotten at least 1 week.
So he got a grade 1, which was fine.
Yeah, fine. It's bullshit.
And then Melbourne went and challenged the fine, and he got off.
It's 100% on purpose. If he should have challenged it, and then they should have upgraded it.
So to the second point of it, what do you think happens if, say, Victor Radley does it, or God forbid, Jack Hetherington?
Oh my God, 6 weeks. If Jack Hetherington does it, he's gone for the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand how he gets off that. Like, it's not the first time he's done that either. And both times the player's been like not able to return.
I can understand the referee missing it to an extent, but I cannot understand the match review committee looking at it 40 times and thinking it's sweet.
Yeah. No, not sweet. Yeah. But I don't like Kaufusi either, as it is.
Yeah.
So
1 or 2 weeks for me.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with 1 or 2 weeks. I'm fine if he's gone from the game forever. Anyway, Lockie, who's winning in a fight? Todd Payton and Kyle Felt versus you guys.
Todd Payton claps us 2 on 1.
Don't worry about Kyle Felt. Todd will say, Kyle, get out of here.
But we 2 out Kyle Felt.
Oh, 100%. I reckon we got Kyle Felt, but Todd Payton's we'd have to
He's a beast.
Have a solid game plan if we want to take
beast.
Todd Payton on.
Yeah.
We've seen him in real life.
Yeah.
Like if when you're watching him on TV, you're just saying like his top half.
His bottom half's his best half. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, he looks like he could strap the boots on. That's how good he looks.
He's bigger than the players.
Yeah.
Like not like fat. He was solid.
Yeah.
He was big boy.
I'll tell you what, he's hitting the gym.
Oh, for sure. Lockie, where do you think the Cowboys will be placed on the ladder at the end of the year?
I think we'll be top 4. I think our for and against is really good. There's only 10 rounds left. We got a bye in that, so that's a free win. I think we'll be in top 4.
Yeah, me too. NRL clip. Where do you think Australia will finish in the group stage of the World Cup?
Probably 3rd. That's a 3rd in the group stage.
In the group stage?
Yeah, 3rd in the table for our group.
Why?
What do you mean?
Isn't
There's only 4. There's only 4 in the group.
Yeah, and you think we'll come 3rd?
I think we'll come 3rd, yeah. Where do you think we'll come?
Number 1.
We got France and Denmark, and we got Tunisia.
Oh yeah, we're winning them all, baby.
I hope we win. I hope we finish first and win the round of 16, then the quarterfinals, then the semi-finals, and then the final, and we become World Cup champions.
Australia winning it all, please.
Bringing it home.
Yep.
I'm keen for that. I'm really excited. I love the World Cup.
Yeah, me too. I saw this TikTok the other day of some bloke, filthy, that we beat Peru, saying that we should be disqualified for celebrating or something.
Oh, go away.
Yeah,
Did you see in that penalty shootout, really good story, our goalkeeper noticed that their goalkeeper had like all of Australia's players' penalties, like and where they like to go, written on his water bottle.
Yeah.
So he picked the water bottle up and threw it 5 rows back.
Yeah. Good on him.
What a legend.
Yeah. Brendan, Titans $6 to get the spoon. Value.
Yes.
Yeah.
I spoke to you the other day, didn't I? About there's some value out there for people to win the wooden spoon. Like the Dogs were $1.60. And that's when we started talking about they played their best footy at the back end of the year. I thought there's plenty of value out there.
Yeah,
and
no,
a couple
for sure.
bets.
Yeah. Just put all your money on everything.
Yeah. I think the Knights, Titans, they're both chances.
Yeah, no, for sure. Andrew Takchi, thoughts on young gun Jacob Carraz?
Yeah, killing it.
Yeah, I think he's been great. I think he's been awesome.
I don't know. Corey Allen came out and denied this, but Phil Gould did not deny this. He said he would look into it. After that loss to Penrith, this is the report. After that loss to Penrith, the Bulldogs, some of the Bulldogs players were just in the sheds, kind of horsing around, having a laugh. Having a laugh. And Carraz, someone that's not used to losing, was not happy about it. And apparently one-outed bloody Corey Allen, give it to him, massive spray about his attitude and that. And then they show up to training on Monday and all of them are just like flicked on. Like it was like a little bit of an attitude shift.
Oh, yeah?
If that's true, I'll tell you what, that's really good work from the young bloke.
Well, Corey Allen came out and denied it.
Yeah, but Phil Gould didn't when he was asked after Corey Allen denied it.
Okay.
Which I thought was interesting when he's just a Bulldogs bloke. You would think he would just get on the deny train.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, they won, so... Like, they won last week, sorry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who really cares?
I think when they're smoked, they're fired. Maybe he didn't have a full go at him, but maybe Carraz wasn't happy with their attitudes after the game anyway.
Yeah. Well, good on him if that's true.
Yeah.
Ryder, I honestly think Burton will play Origin next year at the 14, but I think Luai should be dropped.
Yeah, so he agrees with both of us. He's already watched this podcast. Yep.
All right, thanks, Ryder. He's a time traveller.
I actually do think Burton is a serious chance to play Origin.
Yeah. Me too, mate. Yeah, next year, for sure. Maybe even this year. Who knows? Statsy. Who will win the premiership? I was on the Panthers. I'll stick with them. Storm.
Obviously, the Cowboys, though. Cowboys and Eels.
Yeah, Cowboys and Eels. That's the grand final. It's a draw. They both get a trophy. Otto, do you do Supercoach?
I have one. I don't really do it. I'm knee deep in some fantasy, though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
really cracking on with fantasy.
Yeah, no, we don't mind a bit of fantasy. Especially, I like the draft more than regular fantasy now.
I bought on Brenko Lee for a little bit of cover this week in draft.
I try to make a trade for bloody. I know what that free agent order is.
Yeah.
So if you both go for this,
no.
Yeah, if you both go for the same player, it's whoever's higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
spewing.
Who was it? Because Nathos was going for him as well.
Brimson.
Who put up Brimson?
And he's out for 1 week.
Are they serious? Who got him? Do you know?
The yellow fellow. I'm versing the yellow fellow this week too. Just my luck. Let's see here. Kai Fiera. Should the NRL introduce a luxury tax system in the salary cap like the NBA has?
He's got a really good page, guys. Kai Fiera. Maybe go check him out. He's really good. No, I don't like that because then we would just see the bigger clubs just get further away.
Yeah.
I think the Roosters would have almost every single player in the competition.
Yeah, no, the Roosters would kill it.
I don't mind our salary cap. I think it works. I think the good players get better players because they're just a good club and people want to go win. So they get them for a better price.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. And Cello. How will both Queensland and New South Wales line up for game 2? I think they'll both be pretty much the same teams.
Yeah, I think injuries will be the only thing that will change. I think Talangi's a big chance to come on the wing for the Cows. And then other than that, I don't think they'll change too much. And as for the New South Wales, I reckon they'll pick the exact same squad.
Yeah, me too. Ryan, Saab or Addo-Carr? In a foot race, I'll take Saab. For literally anything else, I'll have Josh Addo-Carr.
You were like the only one that said he was playing alright this year, before this last couple of weeks. And I reckon he's killed it in the last 2 weeks. He's absolutely brained it. He was awesome against the Eels. Obviously, everyone plays their best game against the Eels.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But I mean, the only thing he would be doing less is tries, I reckon, than what he usually does at Melbourne. But you can't just look at tries. He's on the end of how many tries at Melbourne. Like, he would just be finishing off tries at Melbourne.
Yeah.
At Bulldogs, he's getting through so much more work. He's the king of their energy. He's lifting the team up every single week. I think people put too much stock in just that one column. And his tries aren't even that bad this year. Like, I think he's 3rd or 4th or something on the try score.
No, he's up there. He's got 11 tries this year.
Yeah. But he scored 3 last weekend.
Yeah, big whoop.
I mean, he had massive try tallies at the Storm, right? Every year.
Yeah.
But they were also one of the best teams in the comp every single year.
So he's got his 11 tries in 8 games.
Bang. Not bad.
Yeah, there you go. In his last 8, that's when he's got his 11 tries.
Yes, because he didn't pick one up till against South, right?
Yeah, round 6 against Souths.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he hasn't been playing too bad. Anyway, moving on. Is Cherry Evans overpaid?
Yeah, but that's not his fault.
I think back when he first signed it, I think it was a good deal. He was one of the top players in the comp. Worth it. But this is what happens when players, like, when they get a good deal and they start to get a bit older. Like, same things happened with Jason Taumalolo.
I don't think anyone's ever done a 10-year, $1 million a year good deal.
Yeah, no, never. Like, the only player that would have suited was Cameron Smith. Back when he was, like, what? 20... When did he play till? He was, like, 38 or something?
Yeah, 34, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I think he needs the money there. They needed to pay him the money. And for any player that gets his money, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Go get your cash.
Yep. North Queensland. How was it watching the Cowboys live for the first time?
Yeah, it was sick. It's a mad stadium too. They got that open, and I loved it. Ears were nice. The game was obviously sick, and actually all the stadiums I did like. I feel like Redcliffe's more of a day game stadium.
Yeah.
than a night game stadium. Seabus, I tell you what, if that's full, that would go off. It'd look really good. And then Suncorp is the pinnacle for stadiums. Suncorp was the best.
Yeah, mate, it was great. But Queensland, just in general, was mad. Just like, except for the people. People in Brisbane were assholes.
But in Townsville too, we've been there twice now. Townsville is one of my favourite cities to go out in.
Townsville is mad. Townsville is sick. Just those scooters as well. Oh, I love the scooters. It makes everything like a 15-minute walk turns into a 2-minute scooter ride.
Yeah, only for $5. Bang.
For $5.
Yeah,
and that's it for the.
Townsville turns it on. Townsville turns it on, even to the point where at Suncorp we done some cringy little dance in the stadium. I've never.
Oh yeah.
We're not about that life. We are not about that life. We just couldn't do it. It was infectious.
Well, literally, the first time the Broncos scored, this song just came on. It was like, da, 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 and they just like get enough to move their arms, and thousands of people were doing it.
Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe what I was watching, and they do it for like a minute,
more than a minute.
They do it for ages. And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And then after the first try, we were just praying that they'd score again. Because we in on it.
We did it a few times.
That was good. Queensland was mad. Queensland was a sick time out. Yeah. I think it was like a 5-day bender it ended up being. So
well, it was after I'm pretty sure we got absolutely wasted in Townsville.
Oh, yeah. We were hammered.
Yeah.
Hammered.
Absolutely hammered. And then we got hammered the next day too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got hammered every night.
we got plastered at Suncorp. We had a couple of beers at Seabus, got plastered at Suncorp, and then we got totaled at Redcliffe.
Yeah. I don't even remember leaving the stadium, and then I didn't remember going to the Leagues Club. Then apparently I'm trying to steal table mats from the Leagues Club.
Yeah, the league. Yeah, we went into Leaguesy. Sorry, we went into Leaguesy, and then we went to most dangerous thing ever. They had a takeaway out the front, so we grabbed a case, took that back to the house, and just ripped through that. It was just a nuts weekend, and then we ended up having a couple of drinks, low key Monday, just a couple of bevies on Monday.
Yeah, not many, just a couple. I watched the footy.
Yeah, kept it low key. Yeah, you didn't want to have another drink after watching Parramatta get belted.
No, made me sick to my stomach watching that game.
Should we do our tips quickly? I forgot about that.
Oh, Jesus.
There are games tonight.
There is what, tonight?
Yeah, there's games tonight.
It's Thursday. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. All right, kicking off the round tonight is the Dragons versus the Rabbitohs in Wollongong. No Latrell for this one. Which way are you going?
You know what? I will back the Dragons here.
You're going to go the Drags? You rethinking it?
No, they were bad against the Cowboys. Yeah. No, I'll take Dragons.
I'll go the Bunnies.
All right, Cowboys mainly.
Danger game here for the Cows. Danger game, I reckon. At Brookie. For some reason, I feel like we don't have a good record that early Friday game. That's based on nothing. It makes me sick a little bit. I think that's the game we lost to the Warriors this early Friday game.
No.
I'll go on the Cows, but bit of a danger game, I think.
I will be tipping the Cowboys as well.
Love it. Storm Broncos, Amy Park. Injury cloud over Payne Harsey. He's been named.
I'll be picking the Storm. Melbourne Storm every day of the week.
Worry about Katoni Staggs' health with that shoulder injury too. He's in the team. I say the Storm, and I say Justin Olam goes over ×2.
×2. That's naughty. The Storm. Did he score last week? Was he the one that messed us up?
Yeah, he messed us up. Killed us.
I mean the Storm did like going right.
So he's dead to me though.
Is he?
Yeah, Olam's dead to me. 100%.
Okay. He's a Kummel.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, what a legend.
So you said the Storm?
Yeah, I'll go the Storm.
I say the Storm as well. Sharkies Titans?
He'd be a king in PNG. He'd be an absolute
king. Yeah.
He might go back and be the king. When it's all said and done.
Yeah. It would then just be called Olam. Like,
Yeah, they're going to
No,
change
no,
his name.
no more PNG. Just Olam.
Yeah, I love it. Good on him. He's killing it too. And I think he just signed a new deal till 2026, so well done.
Yeah.
Sharkies, Titans. This game could be anything.
Give me the Sharkies.
What's going on with the Titans? Why did Tino sit on the bench for so long last week? I know they want to rest him, but their season's gone. Their season's on the line.
Yeah.
As soon as he got on the field, they look like a totally different side. The Titans.
Pardon me. Well, he scored 2 tries. He scored a double.
No, he just kills it. He's such a workhorse.
Yeah.
But they just don't have enough of those players. They don't have enough players that can stay in the fight for long enough.
Yeah.
Paul Turner's coming in this week. I haven't heard a lot about him.
He was there
Hopefully
last
goes
week.
all right. Oh, how'd he go?
He wasn't
We were
too
at the
bad.
game. I didn't
Yeah.
even see him.
I remember I was talking to you about who was it? Who's that back row on the right for the Bunnies? Kalamatangi.
Kalamatangi.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember we were talking about this?
I was probably beers deep.
Yep.
X amount of beers deep. I'll be going the Sharkies.
Yeah, Sharkies for sure. I reckon the Titans will score first, though. I reckon the Titans have been starting pretty well.
All right, Titans score
Sharkies
first into the Sharks.
Yes.
Warriors are $10 against the Panthers.
Wow. $1.05. I wonder what the line is.
Have a look. Yeah, Volkman's the story here. He gets a chance for the Warriors. Is it too early for him, do you think?
No, we got to bring him in sometime.
You know what's depressing? He was born in 2002.
Wow.
I was like halfway through primary school.
Yeah. Well, what were we? 8? 8 years
Yeah,
old?
something like that.
Wow. Yeah.
What's the line?
24 and a half.
All right. Yeah, I'll be going the Panthers, and I think they cover the line.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think they cover the line as well.
Yeah. Eels, Roosters, danger game here for the Eels. I'm going the Eels.
I will be backing the Eels as well. And I'll back the line as well. The line's only 1.5.
Yeah, I think they can win this.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
they're a second week team. They're good every second week.
Yeah. Hopefully they win.
Raiders, Knights. I'll be going the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders for sure. Without a doubt.
Ricky sticking with Xavier Savage. The bloke just needs to just be a bit safer, I think.
Yeah,
Tries to do too much.
When he carries the ball, it's always out here and just tuck the ball under, mate, and just run. You can still do all that tricky stuff.
He wants to break the game over every possession. He wants to break the game open every possession.
Oh, who didn't he pass to when he made that break?
Oh, I don't know.
Jamal.
He kind of dummied, went away, and then went to go back. Yeah, bomb that.
All he needed to do was just pass the ball.
There's obviously talent there. He just needs to settle down a bit. Settle down, especially coming out of his own end. Just do the little things, and then his opportunities will come, and he'll show that he's right up there. I'll go the Raiders here.
Yeah, me too.
Last game, Bulldogs, Tigers. This will be a good one. I think a lot of hype around the Dogs after that win against Para, but we saw they beat the Roosters. They weren't too crash hot the next week after that. They beat the Cows, and then they lost the next week after that. I don't know if they've won too many times, 2 in a row in the last few years.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So what are you thinking?
I'm taking the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm tipping the Tigers as well.
Like, how'd the Tigers go last week? Did they get flogged? Yeah,
No, but I think at half time it was close though. I feel like it was really close at half time, maybe 6-4 or something like that.
It was 6-4 at half time.
Yeah. And then they got the send off.
Who got sent off again? Oh, Brent Naden.
Oh, Brent Naden, that's it.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we recap the tips. It is I'm going the Rabbits, you're going the Dragons. We're both going the Cows, we're both going the Storm, we're both going the Sharkies, we're both going Penrith, both going the Eels, both going the Raiders, both going the Tigers.
Ooh, naughty.
And my camera just dropped out, so we're out of here. See you later.